So it is Saturday morning. Fully aware my camera is a little bit wonky today. My tripod is broken and this is actually something that I need to get sorted out. But I thought I'd do a bit of a vlog this weekend. I never normally vlog on the weekend, but now that my career is changing, I want to bring you guys more into like my day-to-day life, fun weekend stuff, lifestyle stuff. So on the weekends, I love to make pancakes for myself and maybe my family if they're about, but they're not about this weekend. So it's just me and my dog Bobby. Taking her out for a walk this morning, which was lovely. We ran into a few park runners. So I don't know if you guys have this where you live, but definitely in London, and I think in a few places across the UK, there's this thing called Park Run and it's free, it's run by volunteers, and I actually used to do it many moons ago. I was thinking, because the vibe was so good, I might even try it again next weekend. But yeah, so I've made this pancake mix and it's a new recipe that I'm trying. It's Max Lamana. I've tried one of his other pancake recipes before, which is pretty good, but I wanted to try this one just as something different. So this is his buckwheat and banana ones. I don't have buckwheat flour, so I've just used this gluten-free flour, some oats, just regular rolled oats, and then a few other bits and bobs. I added in some soya yogurt too, because I'm gonna go to the gym soon. And I just want to feel good and like be set up for the day, all that stuff. So I'm back from the gym now and I think I definitely went a little bit too hard. So if you watch my videos, you'll know that I'm kind of struggling with my eczema at the moment. I've had a big old flare up just because of chronic stress the past few months. And the way I've kind of been managing it is in terms of exercise. So normally I try and go to the gym every week. Like I try and go every other day, but that doesn't always happen. That's on like a normal week. But ever since I've had my big flare up, I've really boycotted the gym. So I've only really been walking and maybe doing like a bit of stretching, a bit of Pilates, all that low impact, low intensity style exercise. But today I fancied a bit of a run, so I went for a bit of a run on the treadmill, and my body, I swear, eczema and sweat and any sort of heat just do not get on at all. And I think I'm just not out of the water yet, still pretty inflamed like under the surface. So I was like, oh, Lily, why did you do this? But sometimes, you know, like running, it does just feel good. Like it does just feel empowering and makes you feel strong, and that's kind of where I approach exercise now. So I do it mainly just to feel strong in my body, strong in my mind. And so like the way that I honestly approach it now is just from a place of strength, feeling good mentally, and any other benefits aside are a nice little bonus. Honestly, that's how I approach it, and obviously it's an ever evolving relationship that we have throughout our lives, but I really do think that we need to be as gentle as possible with ourselves, especially if we're going through tough times. I really want to be a Pilates girly, so I need to find, actually in Streatham where I live in South London, there's going to be a new reformer Pilates studio opening up. Well, they did say February on the front of the shop, so they're still not open, but hopefully soon, so I might try that out. And then wherever I move to in the future, hopefully I'll find like a nice Pilates studio there.
Just having a conversation with them through the direct message, and then we're going to just tell you this month. So, yeah, man, I'm curious for you how that's worked out.
Good morning, guys. So it is Sunday morning, and Bobby and I have been awake since 4 a.m. Well, first of all, I woke up at 1, and then I woke up at 4, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I did a little meditation, and then I came down here around 5 in the morning and then had my breakfast shortly after that. I just had pancakes again. But I wanted to show you this because I prepared this bread last night, and I've mentioned this bread before, so it's called Adventure Bread, and the recipe is by Josie Baker Bakes. If you don't follow him, he looks awesome. His bakery looks amazing in San Francisco. But this is essentially an alternative style bread. So it's, I mean, mine technically isn't gluten-free because I haven't used gluten-free oats, but you definitely could. But it is a mixture of oats, all sorts of seeds. So I've got pumpkin seeds, linseeds. I've actually got some roasted buckwheat in here. I've got psyllium husk to help bind it all together. I've got some salt, some sweetener, and what else? Oh, olive oil. And I think that's it. Essentially, you mix it all together and then you leave it in the fridge for a few hours. So I've just left it overnight, and it's now really rock hard, as you can see. This is a dense loaf. So now I'm just gonna dump it out into the bread tin, and I'm just gonna grease that with a little bit more oil. And this is from Rackmaster, and it's great. So you can either use this or like a similar 1 kilo style loaf tin. So I've been reading some of your comments on my last video all about closing my micro bakery, and thank you. I would say 90% of them are really kind and sweet and understanding, but then you do get the odd one, which is just like, why are people saying this? Like, I hope you don't regret your decision in a few years' time. And you know, it's not like I haven't just thought about this and then the next day I've decided, okay, I'm gonna close down my micro bakery. You know, this has taken a lot of thought, a lot of emotion, tears, everything. Really tried to make it work every single way. And I think obviously, like as with everything in life, you can only know how something feels unless you're going through it yourself. And so like people on the internet, they have no idea how much work has gone into every single stage of my business and into any sort of business. It's so much work, and I feel like comments like that are just really unhelpful because, you know, I am still figuring out the next moves in my business. Like those comments, they get to me. I know they shouldn't because it's just strangers on the internet, but I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys because most of you are really, really sweet and kind. But yeah, I'm just adding this into the bread tin here, as you can see, just smushing it all down. And then this bakes for about an hour actually at 200 degrees. Celsius. So